Faye, and I'm here to bring you another one like the other. The recipient of Hot Topics is Chipper Star, C-Star, the neighborhood folks. So, if you're not familiar with C-Star, you know what I'm saying, y'all can go to Chipper Star fan page or something like that and check out his content. C-Star, somebody that burst on.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Excuse me. What's the deal, y'all? We're trying to maintain the Trap News Network. back in the same, like cracking the same here at 10 and Trap News Network. Second news reviews. Again, I was Gito, you're thinking about College Gito, big dog. Tap in with that tap in to make sure, in fact, tapped in with that good tap in. Hit us with like, comment, subscribe, notification bell here. All say tap in for the latest and greatest. Everything we got going on here at 10 and Trap News Network. It's that news reviews. It's that knowledge, though. You ain't gonna get nobody's college, though. Get that like, get that comment, get that good subscribe button, get that good notification bell here. All stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. You're gonna jump into this good content, but before we do, hit us with like, hit us with a comment, hit us with a subscribe, everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Finna jump into this content, man. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell here. All Faux Bang from Crenshaw Mafia got some words for C-Star. Let's get into this content. Let's go.
It's social media scene probably roughly about 4 to 6 months ago, probably about 6 months ago, 5 months ago, somewhere in there. Y'all know when he came on the scene, I don't want to say that Braves of who's from different lanes introduced him to the scene, but they burst on the scene like around the same time, you know what I'm saying, doing that J Hood beat Braves, you know what I'm saying, time frame. However, you know, he was hopping on live, you know, he had some very controversial things to say, you know what I'm saying. I was going live one night with B Braves, you know what I'm saying. I hopped on this live with a few other members. You know what I'm saying, you know, reminiscing, people ganging it, you know what I'm saying, being that me and dude had never met each other or knew each other, you know, when I hopped on there, I guess he was listening before he hopped on and just heard and, you know, for some reason, you know, being that he had a situation with my brother and also younger homie, and we do favor each other, same mama, same daddy type situation, he thought that I was the guy. You know what I'm saying? It was, hey, that's that NBA? Is that him? Woo? Like, no, this young guy, what's happening? You feel me? So we had a little brief exchange of words, you know what I'm saying? That was that, you know, since then, you know what I'm saying? You know, everything have been everything, you feel me? But, you know, C-Star have been real vocal and vulgar as far as the situation that happened with him in NBA too. So, C-Star basically, you know what I'm saying, as y'all know, he's under the assumption and standing on that he made NBA 2 roll it up after he bust on him. Allegedly. NBA 2 standing on business and adamant like, bruh, I knew where I was going. I came in the neighborhood module. It was 4-leaf module. I knew y'all was in there. If I was scared or gonna roll it up, I would never came up in a module. I knew what module I was coming in. One, you bust on me, you know what I'm saying? You did that, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, but you know what? At least he's acknowledging the truth. Hey, man, you came in, you bust over, you did what you gotta do. You did what you had to do. Now I'm finna go ahead and get my get back. Now I'm finna get my lick back. Now we finna return the favor.
I slid up out of there, and some people can look at that as a roll-up, you know what I'm saying? But did nobody get rolled up? He didn't tell the police, you know what I'm saying, as he say that he can't be here, you know what I'm saying, being that he had the little nick or the little wound from the, you know what I'm saying, the little situation, you know what I'm saying. He asked to seek medical attention, was sent to medical, and we can play the game if we want to. We know how the police is. Police put 2 and 2 together, probably looked in his file and chart, or he from A-Trade Gangsters. It's a neighborhood module center or something. That's neither there nor there. I don't know who's telling the truth, who's telling a lie. But what I do like to bring up, me being somebody who's been of that jail phase. It's not a lifestyle. I don't want to say it's a lifestyle or the jail culture, because that just sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's entrapment and it's slavery. So I've been through there, you know what I'm saying? And charged me with these crimes in here.
Shout out to Young and Hefe for understanding the difference between where he was and where he at. Big shout out to him.
The United States of America, these commercial crimes, and they had sent me up in there to do my time, you know what I'm saying? However, y'all know it's rules and regulations when y'all go in these jails. And definitely when you a channel like C-Star, Braves, and you placing people out there and placing buster activity out there and stuff that you consider buster activity, and you telling all your good times, but not speaking on the bad times, if there were any, because regardless of how people want to cut it or slice it, people gonna be like, oh, y'all was picking and choosing, oh, you didn't do this, or you didn't do that. Oh, y'all think y'all can beat up everybody? Like, no, the proof is in the pudding. It is what it is. Just during them times when you ran into ops or whoever you ran into, if you was victorious, you was victorious. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But y'all know how that irritate people of those people's side of the rim. However, C-Star drops content daily, jail content, about people marking it out, doing things they wouldn't do. And he started off 40 this, 40 that. C-Star keep his face concealed.
That nigga C-Star drop content like his ass ain't in jail, bro. I just thought about that. C-Star be dropping content like, nigga, you're in jail. Like, I don't know if you 100% aware, but nigga, your ass is in incarceration, big dog.
You know what I'm saying? And
I'm sure no matter how much you cover up your face, I'm gonna jump out the window and say, them people probably know who you are, big dog. They probably know who you are. I ain't gonna.
And you know, he's gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, he stand on business and stand on solidarity. However, what you telling the good, you got to tell the bad, if there is any bad, and if you exposing people. And I'm not just talking about C-Star when I say this. This is in general that I see with people. People love to tell other people downfalls and pitfalls, but will rarely tell they old or breach they old. It is like when you talking about somebody doing something else bad, you got to talk about your bad, or the bad that people have done. They don't look at as being bad, or trying to find an out or a way to be like, oh, well, I did this, so how was this? You know, in situations like this. But lo and behold, we got F-Bang. You know what I'm saying? Faux-Bang from Crenshaw Mafias. And, you know, he has something to say about C-Star. And if C-Star ain't answered back, I know C-Star gonna answer to this. So let's get into the content. And you already know it's the halfway and the half effect. We gonna commentate.
Niggas ain't firing this grill up, though. Niggas ain't firing this grill up. Hey, Faux-Bang, what's the dealio? Hey, I mean, we can make something in a minute. Hey, this nigga C-Star on internet. He telling motherfuckers how he pulled up at JG and all this shit and camped out and wasn't nobody out there. And he talking
JG, I'm assuming it's Jim Gilliam part. Jim Gilliam.
how he pulled up on the VNs and niggas from Strike Star, the little nigga from
light skinned little nigga.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro, Buster.
Hey, you ever ran into him?
Yeah, I ran into him.
In the county?
Yeah, I ran into him in county.
Y'all got down?
We for sure got down.
What happened?
I whooped him, scraped him, mauled that nigga. Had him on the bunk with his back. Man, finna get up on him. Do sections from
Venice?
Venice show line.
Yeah.
Hey, no, Faux-Bang don't do. Like, nigga, oh god, bro, that nigga's a bitch. Oh my mama. Like, he came in the dorm and he came in the module. The homies was acting hella nice. Talking about, oh, he only get one fade because he got hella. Nigga don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. So yeah, he caught some nice homies, Bambino and Ronnie Ron from PDL, Bambino from Swans on Blood. They was being hella nice to that nigga, but yeah, that nigga's a bitch. But then on Bloods, the cold thing about it is his homies came like 2 days later, 3 thick, on the set.
And they were tripping.
And it was one tripping.
They wanted their face.
It was one tripping until Tiny Munchie said his name. Right. He said, oh, you Munchie B? Yeah, that's who you about to fight. So yeah, that nigga, he came in there active. C-Star got down with Fast Stone hit that nigga like 12 times, made Blood cry. Oh God.
Made him cry?
Like, pretty much, nigga C-Star in his face though. Like, on Blood, like, bitch, Buster, on Blood, like, really not about none of that. Then the cold thing about it is, nigga, he got out with Smut too. Smut got him all on the floor, like, come on, Chipper Star, get up, Crib, I know you Chipper Star, right? Chippy, nigga, on Bloods, on that nigga, bro, on his top, bro, mauling that nigga, bro, got him on the floor, nigga, doing a bicycle, dead homies, nigga.
Tell these niggas the truth.
So,
truth, that's it.
Like, with a gun, bro, you probably is all about that, bro. You know for a fact, bro. When you come in that county, you see them down moves, Hoovers, gangsters.
Not like that.
You not like that.
Y'all seen it for your own eyes, y'all heard it for your own ears. And let me say, I ain't trying to start nothing on the game. So, I don't know if this situation right here was staged or not, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say kind of conflicted, but I just wonder if this was genuine. Like, boy really had his phone and walked up on the homies and asked a question, or did beforehand, he like, hey, look, I'm about to record something, like, is this something he already knew? Because you already know we had
Is this a real situation, or is his brother putting on for the camera? Because it looks a tad bit scripted. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it's not. I don't know. I wasn't there. But it looks like it might have been a premeditated conversation for sure. For shiggity.
conversations. But with that being said, getting to the business at hand. Faux bang, N or F bang, Crenshaw Mafia, Gangsta Bloods. Never met him a day in my life. So, if it wasn't already rehearsed or staged, what it looks like to me, these gentlemen is kicking back, trying to find peace and solace amongst each other in the belly of the beast, which we call jail. So at times it get like that. You know, if you ain't
peace and solace,
listening to no music, you ain't writing no lyrics, you kicking it with the ones that you see eye to eye with. You know what I'm saying? The ones that you are rotated with on that yard. And if you ain't been, you know what I'm saying, back to back with them, just based on their characteristics, their paperwork, and how they push, they authenticness, y'all merge, you know what I'm saying? So, look like they in the cell kicking it, you know what I'm saying? Fobang seemed like he hungry. Amongst him being hungry, he probably chopping it up with some other Don moves. One of the other Don moves come in the room like, hey, F-Bang. No C-Star? And C-Star is like, for real, that's like, that ain't just like no name you hear on it every day. A lot of these gang names are recycled. The closest thing I heard to a C-Star was C-Sick or something like that. But like C-Star is not the everyday name that you have. You know what I'm saying? So, off the bat, I feel like when he got asked, oh, C-Star, like, you already knew who he was talking about. You really didn't even have to say the
like, you'd have to really think about it, like C-Star from where, which C-Star, and all that kind of stuff. It's like it's a name that's unique to just him.
light-skinned little dude. Long story short, he confirms he definitely know C-Star. Other Dabu tell him like, man, C-Star, but on the internet disrespected, which I have seen partial of a segment of C-Star art titles, you know, talking about BPSs. So I guess in one of his segments, he said he was capping out at JG. And JG, I guess that's the initials for Jim Gilligan, which is
Jim Gilliam.
The BPS's part. And y'all know that's the thing in the gang culture, you know what I'm saying? So we can't say if C-Star haven't been in that park or not. Gang members do come to other gang members' parks. Definitely if they know they hang there. So, you know, I don't know nothing about nobody getting chased.
Definitely if they know they hang there. Definitely if they know they hang there, for sure.
What he did, if he said that, you know, that's his word. But however, the other Bloods don't believe it. So from there, this leads to the conversation of what's been had in jail. So the Bloods ain't feeling down. They ain't feeling what C-Star put down. So F-Bang like, man.
And I can imagine that because, as you know, the Bloods would stand on the position of, they would feel disrespected, understandably, for sure. C-Star's going on the internet saying that he's doing this and doing that, blah, blah, blah. You know, telling these war stories and he's in jail and it's making your neighborhood or your fraternity look a certain type of way. I said, go. All right, go home. My bad, 6 tripping. I can see how that can make you feel, you know, less than friendly to an opposing force. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really watch too much of C-Star's content. Every now and again, you know what I'm saying? I check it out. Phony this, phony that. But I have, from what I've seen, can tell that C-Star does have a very deep disdain towards those who oppose him, for sure. So that's without a question.
And look, he called him out his name by calling him a bitch. And that's a strong word. Now, it ain't about what you do, it's how you do it. It ain't about what you do, it's how you do it. Like, if you get called a B, that's a strong word. And I know, just like going through them jail systems and like handling business, and regardless of whoever I got down with or any situation I've been in, I don't care. You can hate my guts. You can't classify me as a B. This gonna have to be one of them situations where somebody just like, yeah, you know, yeah, I don't fuck with him, I don't like him, but you know, he stand on business. You know, it is what it is. He is. You know, he is with that. So, F-Bang say he got down with C-Star, and he say he put a whooping on C-Star to where C-Star was like, my back hurt, or whatever. And then he say C-Star got down with somebody else that was for BPS. I don't know if it was, he said Fat Stone or something like that. He said Fat Stone hit him with a 12-piece. He said that 12-piece led to C-Star.
That's like the ultimate combo. Man, this is Marvel vs. Capcom. That'd be a super combo.
C-Star crying. And he said amongst when C-Star was crying, C-Star didn't care about crying and or who seen him cry. Because he said, on photos, I took my fades though. And you don't never want to let a person see you crying. Regardless of you taking your fades or what the case may be. You do not want to let a person that...
I wonder if there are other people who can confirm or deny this situation, because I imagine if this happened and other characters are there and they're involved, you know, they would have witnessed this. So I would like to see if anybody else could come out and confirm or, you know, debunk this one. I want to see what C-Star has to say in response to this one, honestly, and I'll just kind of leave that right there.
Beat you, see you crying, because if they a bully or the wrong person, the wrong enemy, the ops, and you somebody, they're going to mash the gas, keep on mashing the gas on you, to where you might have to mash the gas and just bust on them first if you can't beat them in a fist fight. Because if you an enemy and you supposed to be quote-unquote tough, or somebody's handling business supposed to be one of their ones, if I whoop your feet and you start crying, I am mad.
If you start crying, I don't think that has anything to do with gangbanging, period. I think that just has to do with just the understandings of war. If we are two opposing factors for any reason, it has nothing to do with gangbanging at all. If we are two opposing factors for any reason, and we get into it, and you start crying, all bad. All bad.
The gas for all the slander and tough stuff you've been on, or they say you've been on or did. That's just how it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no, I'm crying and I'm like, oh, but I'm catching my phase though. And that's what I say. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. Because yeah, you can catch a fade. Like I heard like people going there and just fall. And the hit didn't even land. They was falling before the hit landed. Because they didn't want to fight. This not a C-Star situation. It's a whole different other situation. So that's what I'm saying. Like that, you already be defeated. You know what I'm saying? When you doing shit like that, and you shouldn't even fight, you might as well just mark it out. If you gonna fall in fights and do all this weird shit. Now, the crying thing, I'm not gonna say that you shouldn't fight if you gonna cry. But like I said, you gotta hold them goddamn tears tight. You gotta hold them things tight, for sure, because you're gonna be looked at crazy by the ops. And that's gonna be talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I made him cry. And regardless, we already know, like, in the gang world, in the streets, if somebody make you cry.
Hey, but what if he cry, but he whooping shit, though? Like, what if this nigga just whoop shit crying? How does that work? Can you imagine a nigga just, all right, you get into it with a nigga, he gets so upset, this nigga start crying, but he turned into a monster. And bro just start blitzing everything. everything. He whooping on shit, working niggas down, like boop, bop, beep, bop, bop, whooping on everything. But he crying though. But he crying like actual tears, like this nigga's crying. How does that work? How does that work?
It's sort of, I don't want to use the word mark out because you can't say mark out because he did get out and handle his business, but it's just not a good look, you know what I'm saying? So, however, like I said, I don't know if C-Star seen this or he spoke on this already, but if he didn't, C-Star, man, y'all can speak on this, 40 this, 40 that. Like I said, the losses, I don't care about that, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, that comes with the territory, you know what I'm saying? They like to say, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? They say that you're going to take a loss. You know what I'm saying? So, him taking losses to Smud and the other dude's name who threw out there, that don't make nobody no beat. Even if they get beat up in all their fights, that don't make them no bitch, you know what I'm saying? Long as you handle the business. But like
Nah, you just can't fight. You just don't have a good fighting ability. But I for sure don't think that makes you a beat. You feel me? You stood on what you stood on. You know what I'm saying? You had, valor for what you had valor for. Hey, man, it's a lot more than a lot of these dudes can say. I can respect it.
Said it ain't what you do is how you do it. So, you know what I'm saying? I definitely like to hear, you know what I'm saying, what C-Star have to say about this situation if he ain't already spoke on it. With that being said, we gonna conclude that there. It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe. It's gonna cost you nothing. And press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm gonna bring you mail.
Keeping it real and showing love, absolutely free.
All right, man, we up out here to the next one. Y'all know the deals. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. If you ain't follow Young and Hefito, go ahead and follow Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Get into that if you ain't got into that. We up out here to the next one, though. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free. I've been doing just tweets free. We are gone.
Wait. 60 bands on my name. How many shots to the center of a freak, nigga? 3 in his ass, lick his stomach, smell his pinky, nigga. They throwing shots, time to see if them pussy niggas can take it. The nigga whack is a snitch and the jolly niggas are rapists. See, Lush was on to something, tried to act like it was nothing. Said you ain't know that freaky ass taker you was frontin'. Munchie ain't fucking with you and Spider-Loc ain't gon' save you. If you want it, you gon' take it. Stop them freaky ass behaviors. Let's get straight to the point, see, we ain't gotta wait for later. Nigga with your last name kidnapped that girl before he raped her. Said the moms of gang members don't deserve no piece of prayers. When General butt naked, the kid touch her is your savior. You ain't gotta stall me out, cause I ain't asking for no favors. Get it cracking right now, we ain't gotta wait for later. Walked into your own building, heard my voice and then you ducked away. Was humble like a bitch, cause you a hoe, stay in your fucking place. That nigga whack and slut and pathetic, Flacco's a fucking lame. Whack ain't come outside because he hiding from his fucking gang. Talking like you tough when niggas spitting in your fucking face. T-Row didn't quit, we wouldn't even know your fucking name. Whack in front of Adam, but Adam is how he do you. See, Flacco lied on me and then Whack told me to sue you. Treated Whack like a bitch, you should've seen it, it was beautiful. Now every single week that nigga jolly on my pupil. Is it Fred or is it Frederick? Is it Dave or is it David? All thighs on me. Flock of belly, now you famous. Type of creep nigga is you. How are you and Dave related? Nigga, no means no. You should've told him not to take it. I'm really in the field, you niggas stuck inside the matrix. From BET to the Knicks, down in Compton where your face is. That nigga real jolly got some freaky ass cases. Tryna fake fight Lush cause Adam wanted you to face. You wanna be like Akademiks, making videos like point and shoot. You and Dave the same ass lane. We know the fucking truth. Brick ain't say this shit is a play, cause he don't fuck with you. He not gon' get involved when them real shooters come for you. If you grew up in the land, them thirsties, they would've humbled you. Grew up with them lions, I promise they would've hunted you. I get disrespectful, the next time I'ma punish you. You dirty fat bitch, I swear to God I see the bum in you. Niggas say they shooters till it's time to bring them guns out. Loose can't read and Whack lost his wife to Clubhouse. Treat Whack like a bitch, mark him out before he snitch again. Flacco, when I see you, I'ma show you the type of bitch you is. Niggas say they see me, they pullin' blick out. I promise that this Glock can make you sit down. Drum with a cooler, one for you, one for your brother. Wrap the string around the mop, sound like your dumb ass when you stutter. Swear to God, nigga.
Wait, bro, wait. Again, wait though. Just right, Joe, right? Wait though, right? I do want to